But it's just little things like, imagine if he took you up a mountain and pushed you off. Nobody'd ever know that he'd done it.
Well, I think Mum would guess it was him and no one else.
But even if she did, she wouldn't be able to do anything about it. You know, it's like some of the shit he's saying is not good.
Well, to be fair, as long as nothing physical happens to the kids, harmfully, I don't really give a fuck about my own life. Huh. At least it would save me doing anything stupid. Because I said to him the other night, I was just randomly having a thought process. And I was just thinking the other night, it would be just over 8 years since I tried to commit suicide.
No.
Because that was end of August 2016 after I had the miscarriage with Stuart, wasn't it?
Yeah, fuck it all.
I went to him. I said to him, it's just over 8 years since I tried to, commit suicide and whatever. I'm surprised I'm still here and whatever. He didn't really make a comment or say anything about it, but it was just a thing I thought I'd put out there because I was thinking it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, it's all pretty shit. It's like I said, is when this all comes out.
100%. I don't know what it is, whether it's cheating or something completely different, but I know he's up to something.
The cheating thing, I can tell you now, yeah, 100%. Like, he's talking to all different people, and he does sometimes speak a bit sexually, but there's other shit as well that I think when you see it, you're not really going to want to stay with him.
The only thing I have is how the fuck am I going to confront him? Because I either confront him and tell him, well, actually, the whole time you've been speaking to my best mate and his missus, and I've known everything that's been going on from the beginning, roughly, whatever. Or, like he said, give it a few weeks, and apparently I'm going to start getting messages off some account to do with him. Because that's what he said to me the other night. He asked me if I'd had any weird messages yet off anyone, assuming off the fake account and whatever. And I said, well, no, why would I be getting messages when you said you're the one getting all the messages, whatever.
Yeah.
And then Toby, lay down. Where have you put it? Fucking child. You're really annoying me now. Fucking worse than pickles. Right, lay down, Toby. Leave my phone and lay down. And he said to me, just remember we've had this conversation, and within a few weeks' time or so, you're probably going to start getting messages and whatever. And I was like, well, is it going to be off the same account? What the message is supposedly going to be saying? Apparently he doesn't know any of that, but he said to me, just make a note that we've already had this conversation, so if and when you start getting the messages.
Yeah, do you know why? Because he's
already got backup to try and get himself out.
Literally. Yeah, dirty little wanker. He's done a fucking... He's basically tried to cover both sides, so... If this was legitimate and somebody started showing you, going, look, Charlotte, look what he's been doing, he can sit there and go, oh no, remember that conversation we had?
Oh yeah, of course.
He thinks he's clever.
No, I know.
Yeah, funny, because you're the one that's got him by the bollocks at the moment.
And it's also funny as well, because he knows exactly the kind of person I am. So whether I was going to be getting messages and it was a load of shit, or it was true, either way, he knows I'd still confront him and we'd still have an argument about it either way, because that's the kind of person I am. Like, he forgets that I'm my dad's daughter, and that's never going to change. So
to say you're going to rage at him, Charlotte, when you see everything, you're going to hate his guts, I promise you. Oh, yeah, do you want to know something he done yesterday?
Go on, I think you never met that. Yeah.
I watched you lie on his lap while Toby was standing next to you.
What, Toby? Yes, lay down and shut up. What, on the sofa?
Yeah, you was lying on his lap on the sofa and Toby was standing next to you screaming, wasn't he?
On the other chair, I think, yeah.
Yeah, Dan videoed it.
Why?
Exactly. He's doing really weird shit, Charlotte, and it gets a lot worse than that. I just can't show you it at the moment, but yeah, literally what he was doing, your head was in his lap, and Toby was standing next to you, and Toby was screaming. I can't remember why he wanted something. And in his other hand, Dan had his phone, and he was videoing you lying down in his lap. I could see your head in his lap, and he was videoing what Toby was doing as well.
Yeah, Toby has this thing the last 3 or 4 days that every time Dan sits on my sofa with me, bearing in mind for the last 2.5 years, that has never been a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Toby has a thing at the moment that every time Dan sits on the sofa with me and we have a cuddle or whatever, Toby wants Dan to sit with him on the normal swivel chair with him because that's what he's always been used to.
But it's just the point that when you was doing that, he was secretly videoing you.
I can get him arrested for that.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, it gets worse, Charlotte. It is so much worse.
I mean, things like that. For how clever of a general person he is, I would have thought he would know that something like that, if I ever find it out or come across it, whatever, if I really wanted to be nasty, I know it probably wouldn't stop from ever seeing Toby again, but if I wanted to be nasty, I should get that added to the criminal record, because it's without my consent. And it has my child in it.
But that's what I can tell you, Charlotte. It gets worse than that, a lot worse.
Wow.
But it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, the stuff that I've got on him is so bad that if you had an argument with him, or if I told you what's actually been said, you wouldn't be able to keep quiet. No one would be able to keep quiet. But I need to get enough together to give to you to go, look at this, you're a cunt.
Wow.
But yeah, he's secretly video recording you, Charlotte. And he was even saying to Sophie that he'd come and meet her tomorrow with Toby.
Keep it for bedtime. Wow.
Yeah, because he was so scared of losing Sophie or the fake profile that he said that he'll come meet us tomorrow with Toby and gave us his phone number.
But why would you meet Sophie or whoever he thinks it is with Toby? What would the need to have Toby with him? It wouldn't.
He said so there's no, like, stranger danger.
Well, yeah, I kind of see his point with that, but still, if he doesn't know who it is and whatever, like...
But imagine if this was all real, Charlotte. If this was all real, he was going to take your fucking son to go and meet some slag he's fucking been speaking to online.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it, can I? Unless I actually caught him red-handed doing it, which is never going to be a thing.
No, but he fucking would have.
Even if he could, he's not going to do it in area of where I fucking live, is he? In case.
No, he's not silly. He's not that silly.
Exactly.
But it's just the point that intent is there, 100%.
Oh, yeah, I know that. I've already brought that up to him, that I know the intent of him to cheat or, do something along them lines that he shouldn't be doing is there. And he just either denies it, ignores me like we're not having this conversation, or I don't really get any answers out of him. I get huffs and puffs and stupid noises and him telling me that I'm being over paranoid or something like that.
It's horrible, Charlotte. It's horrible. The way he talks about you is like he honestly hates you. And he's only there because he won't see his son otherwise.
Well, that's his fault. His actions cause my reaction, whether it's good or bad. I've always said to him, whatever you do will cause me to have a reaction. Whether you like the reaction or not, that's on you, and that's tough shit. That I will react to your actions.
No, what it is he seems to hate the fact that you don't do anything.
Yeah, but what do you mean don't do anything?
He says...
I pay the rent and pay the bills to keep this fucking roof over his son's head, my daughter's head, and his own fucking head, where he's not even meant to be living. So I'm not being funny. If I did all that and all the food shopping and, washing up and everything else that he does, because he don't fucking pay his way properly, I don't need him here apart from the dog. And that's assuming I didn't even have a dog. What the fuck is his need to be here apart from so I can call myself a dad and see my son every day? Like... I'm not going to let Stuart be in Pickle's life, and that was one of the reasons. I know maybe if we'd sorted it out, he would have paid and provided towards her. I can't say. But if he's not going to do anything he does in the flat, and he don't pay towards anything that he should do properly, bearing in mind he's not meant to live here, what the fuck is the point in him being here?
Yeah.
And I have tried to tell him that, explain it in that way. Like, there's no point you fucking being here, because I'm not being funny. Although, yes, Mum does a lot for me now, whether he's here or not, and she wouldn't come round to mine 24/7 to cook and tidy up and whatever, I would have Mum. So if she did pop in on a Wednesday, dropping Pickle from school, and stayed till 5, 6 o'clock like she does occasionally, she would do dinner for us. If not because she wanted to do it to help me, she would do it because of the kids. So
But then it's
again,
like, you know, if you don't actually love him, is all this really worth it?
yeah,
Why?
to prove my point of everything I've been saying to him, telling him, you know, my over paranoid thoughts and whatever, and also have the proof to back it up and watch him try and wiggle his way out of it. And when he realises he can't, and he's about to get the real cold-hearted bitch side of me that he says I can be, or that he thinks I am anyway, he'll fucking then realise that everything we've been doing, or I've been doing, or whatever, for the last however long it's been going on, I've done it to prove my fucking point, and I'm going to be the one that wins and comes out on top. The fact he thinks that he's going to come out on top and fucking undermine me and treat me like I'm an idiot, it's never going to fucking happen.
No, I'll give it to you, Charlotte. Every guy that thought they could get one over on you, you fucked him over. I'll give it to you.
Exactly. And I've fucking told him that. I've told him that in so many different fucking clear ways. And he still thinks he can fucking get one over on me. It's never going to happen. I might be a bit slow and not give a fucking know what's going on in the world. But when it comes to this kind of shit, I'm not stupid. No. I must have picked up a lot of bad habits from you lot back in the day. That's the only reason
you ain't picked up nothing from me. I'm golden.
Oh, like fuck. Okay.
I'm a good boy.
The fact he still thinks he's going to get one over on me after everything I've told him about all my fucking relationships and how they've ended and shit, it just fucking is mind baffling. Because it's never going to happen.
No.
He can be as stubborn and as selfish as he wants. Stuart tried that, and I still fucking won. And he hasn't seen his daughter for
But this is the point.
Years.
It's like you always hold the cards, but they don't see that you always hold the cards.
Until it's too late.
Yeah, literally. Until they're literally sitting there homeless, not able to see their fucking kid. And then it's like, hold on a minute, Charlotte had all the cards.
Yeah, which I've already told him. The flat's mine, he can't ever take that. The kids are mine. Yes, he might be able to get some form of legal rights or whatever over Toby through the courts, but I'm still his sole carer. I'm on his birth certificate. Like, anything that was really, like, life-threatening or really important, they come to me first, regardless of what he has or not. Evie, he can't do fuck all about because she is purely mine. Like, the money, yes, he could maybe try and fuck it up for me, but he could still never take any of the money off me, because as far as everyone's concerned and all the evidence and proof I have and it's been sent in and whatever, I'm still sole carer of the kids. They live with me, not with him.
Does Dan know how much money you've actually got?
Not to the exact pound, but he knows, you know, that I have more than a few hundred or a few £1,000, yeah.
Oh, fair enough. I didn't know if he even knew about all that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'm surprised he doesn't try and get it out of you, to be honest.
No, like fuck. I mean, obviously, the next couple of weeks, because he ain't got no work or whatever it's going to be, oh, we need this, we need that, I need £10 for here and there. No, it's not fucking happening. So what the fuck he's going to do, I don't know. Because obviously I absolutely refuse now, probably since, I don't know, end of summer. I haven't done any big food shops or anything like that. I don't do anything like that anymore. Because Mum moans at me now.
I just think about it, and it's like, it's such a shame that you and Luke didn't work out.
Yeah, but is it?
I mean, if Luke wasn't being as much as an arsehole as Luke was, like you said, he's always good with Toby. He's always,
yeah, of course.
He's always good with Pickle.
Evie.
Evie. Yeah, it's like he's always good with the kids.
So the only good thing about Luke is, though, also because where I've known him fucking for God knows how many years, and we know each other kind of inside out.
Literally.
Good and bad. Like, shut up. Like, it's literally the only thing with me that would eventually grind at me is the fact that he's got Freddie with Crystal and her little girl. I can't do the whole, I need to go and see my kids.
I get it, yeah.
As much as I would say to Luke, look, I'm not doing the step-parent thing. Obviously, I'll be all right with Freddie if and when he comes round, or I'm with him and whatever. And yes, to a point, I would treat him as he was one of mine. But I'm not doing the whole, let's go for a family day out with me, the kids, Crystal. I'm not doing it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Like, I have my own kids and I love them,
it's
but
Luke's
that's
fault
enough.
that it fucked up, because he, on his last birthday, he wanted you to go pay for the hotel, didn't he?
Yeah.
Fucking idiot. And because you said no, he's like, fuck off.
Well, it wasn't that. Obviously, we both kind of talked about that and agreed it and whatever. And I found a couple, which he was kind of like, well,